We got a call from a guy who says he has a garage full of vintage toys, and I'm always down for a hunt.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm good, are you Mel?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna check this place out, and hopefully I can find some treasures. So you got some vintage toys?
Yep, I got them in the garage if you want to go check them out.
Yeah, let's check them out.
All right. So here we go. Here's the stuff.
Wow. You got some cool stuff sitting on this table.
This section over here, I got vintage tin toys, some original Mego dolls, and of course, the rest of all this is Star Wars.
Holy Star Wars. That's a lot.
I'm looking to sell my collection of vintage toys. I acquired these toys from my aunt's husband that passed away. I'm willing to negotiate on these toys because they've just been sitting in my garage and just collecting dust. If I make the sale today, I would like to take a nice little road trip with the family.
This is quite the collection. Tin toys are really cool. They have a lot of history behind them. They started out in Germany, you know, pre-World War I. Tin was cheaper, and it was easier to make the toys out of than what they were making them out of at the time would have been like wood. But after World War I, people didn't really want to buy things from Germany anymore, and the United States took over making tin toys at the time. These are Mego action figures.
Yep.
Mego started making these in 1974, and they made them all the way up until about 84. So this series actually was called The World's Greatest Hero, and in this series, they had DC and Marvel characters in it. Right off the bat, I see Superman. It's probably one of the biggest superheroes out there. This one here is Neptunian, and he's really cool because it wasn't actually from Star Trek, but it's made in the likeness of the aliens on Star Trek. You got Shazam right here, and he's really cool, but he wasn't always Shazam. He actually started as Captain Marvel in the 1940s all the way through the 1950s. At the time, Captain Marvel's comics would outsell Superman's comics. They look in really good condition, especially for being outside of the box. All right, let me focus here. Before I dive into this massive Star Wars collection, what are you looking to get for the tin toys?
Tin toys, I was looking maybe around 1,000.
Would you take 300 for them?
I wouldn't go that low for that.
What's the lowest you'd go on the tin toys?
Maybe 7.
All right, I think I'm gonna pass on the tin toys for now.
Okay.
But I really, really like these action figures here. What are you looking to get for the set of all three of them?
I was looking maybe 100 a piece.
I'm thinking maybe that's probably right about what I'd get for them if I sold them. Would you take 200 for all three of them?
Maybe 250.
I can go 250 on these.
Okay.
All right. Holy Star Wars. That is the mother load of the collection.
Yep.
You got all kinds of stuff going on in here. R2-D2 right here, one of the most loved characters of Star Wars. We also got Luke Skywalker here, that's pretty cool, and then Han Solo. We got Yoda right here. Everybody loves Yoda. And this is my favorite, Boba Fett. He was the bounty hunter, and he was one of the coolest characters. Star Wars toys, they're huge. They're one of the most collectible toys out there. George Lucas made a genius deal when he made Star Wars. He forego taking his salary and got some rights to the licensing. So he actually made billions of dollars just off the Star Wars toys. I mean, I see you have some of the iconic figures here.
Mm-hmm.
These toys all look pretty vintage. I am noticing a lot of the guns and accessories are missing here, though. That's big, but people do buy this stuff to upgrade the version that they already have. You know, that's what happens a lot with this stuff. So what are you thinking for the Star Wars toys?
I was looking around 2,500.
I think that might be a little high, just because you don't have any of the accessories.
Mm-hmm.
Would you take $1,000 for them?
How about 16?
I would love to buy them for $1,200.
No, how about 1,400?
All right, I think I could work with $1,400. So, $1,400 for the Star Wars collection, $250 for the Mego toys.
Yep.
All right, we got a deal. Let's go find a box and put them all in, and I'll get you paid.
Cool, thank you.
All right, sounds good.
I'm happy with what I made, because if not, these toys would just be sitting here collecting dust.
What do you think of my new haul?
What I'm seeing here, Chum, is what's pretty common in most Star Wars collections is that there's millions of these figures made and hardly any accessories available.
What about this? It's Rick.
That's the Rancor Keeper, and he's pretty incomplete, although it's very Rick-esque for sure.
Oh, speaking of Rick-esque, Star Wars made a figurine of you. You might have to sue.
That looks nothing like me. So what is all this stuff?
These are some toys I bought for $1,650. And so far, so good. Don't laugh.
How much is all this stuff worth?
So overall, I think you guys would expect to get a little over $1,700 for everything here.
That's good news.
You paid $1,650.
At least we didn't lose money.
I'll see you later, man.
All right, man. See you guys.
Another good buy. Not a great buy, but I had to take a risk on this one, Rick. I mean, one little variation in here could have brought you up to a few $1,000.
I'm not gonna get mad. You took a chance, part of our business.
Rick, it's not all a loss. We do have the Rick doll, and you can keep it in your office.
Just put everything away.